Okay, so take two. Oh my word. I have a lot of respect for Newfoundlanders. You people absolutely rocked this country left, right, center, and up and down. You really do. I love Newfies. I spent 2.5 years posted in Labrador. I spent a couple of years posted in Newfoundland. And I absolutely love every single one of you. You guys are head and tail above anybody else in this province, in this country. You really are. You can laugh at yourselves, you can have fun with yourselves, you can do anything and everything you want to do. And that's important. I absolutely love Newfoundlanders. And I'll tell you why. Because you can laugh at yourself. You can laugh at the way things are. And that is most important. It really, truly is. I was married to a Newfoundlander for a number of years. 19, actually. And she used to regularly give me the gears. She used to regularly put me under the bus and say, all right, you said this, dig yourself out. Loved her to pieces. I absolutely loved her to pieces. But she had her foibles. She had her, what do you call them? She had her faults. But don't we all? Don't we all have our faults? And that's the point of this conversation. Each and every one of us has our own faults. And each and every one of us has our own misgivings. Let's put it that way. Misgivings. Yeah, that's a good word for it. But each and every one of us also has our strengths, our own strengths. For me, I've been guiding for 15 years, out in the middle of the bush, out in the middle of the Rockies, and, you know, I've seen a lot and done a lot in the last number of years since I got out of the military. But you know what else? I've also seen a lot of other people come through where I've been guiding them, and they have taught me a lot. I, by no means, know everything. As a matter of fact, I know about the amount of knowledge that I know about things, I could put on the pointy end of a pin. Okay? Seriously, I could put it on the pointy end of a pin, and I could put that out there, and I would learn from everybody that said, okay, you said this, you said that, what about this, what about that? I would learn, and I have no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with that at all. Because I'm learning, and if I can't learn something new every single day, then it's a wasted day. Just saying. And it should be the same for you. If there's something that you can learn every day, no matter what it is, even if it's how to light a match, doesn't matter. You've learned something that day. And that is the most important thing. Because you've learned something. This is what my channel is supposed to be about. Learning something every day. Being able to pass on that knowledge to your kids, to your family, to somebody that you want to try and wake up to start prepping. I mean, think about it. Really, think about it. This is the most important time of our lives. And you know what? A lot of people are just not paying attention. A lot of people are just not listening to what they can learn. And I mean, I'm nobody. I just want to teach people, but I want to teach people that want to listen. And that is the most important thing. If you want to learn something, then listen. If you want to learn something, then watch and listen. But if you're just gonna let it all go, then I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I am by no means an expert in anything. All right? Never claimed to be, never wanted to be. I've done a lot of shit in my life, but I don't want you folks to have to experience that. I want you to be able to start a fire. I want you to be able to cook your own food. I want you to be able to boil your water. I want you to be able to be safe. I want you to be able to thrive. And being able to thrive is one of the most important things in this world that any one of us human beings can do. No matter whatever else goes on in this world, I want you to thrive. Now think about that. It's very, very important. All of this government stuff that's going on, all of this other stuff that's going on, whether you call it WEF, whether you call it government overreach, whether you call it whatever you want to call it, I don't care. The point is that you folks that are within my voice range and are listening to me, if you can learn one thing every day, doesn't matter if it's big or small, doesn't matter. If you can learn one thing every day and practice that skill or practice that thing, you'll be okay. Tomorrow, I am doing 2 videos. First of all, the first video, I'm going to be running through my Kelly kettle. The second video, now this is funny because the second video is going to be like number 1, 2, 3, 4. The seventh time I have tried to get this video out, and that's on my Honda generator. I've tried 6 times. 6 times to get this video out. Now, I don't know if YouTube's shadow banning me or if they're just not letting it go through. I have no friggin' clue. But whatever happens tomorrow with these videos, I'm putting it out. And if it comes out kind of wonky, well, I've tried 6 times plus to get it right. And I got no guarantees. I mean, come on, really? Nobody in this world has a guarantee about anything. But it comes out tomorrow. Rain, wind, shine. No, don't say shine, Gary. Rain, wind, snow, sleet, whatever. Because I drink a lot of shine. That's why I'm saying no shine. I'm going to do it. I got to get this out because it just has not been able to get out on YouTube for some reason. And I have no idea why. I've tried 5 times to get it out. I tried again tonight, which is number 6. And it just didn't take. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I said in my earlier videos, I'm new to this shit. I am new to YouTube. But I'm doing my best to try and get this video out. And for whatever reason, it's just not going. I mean, I had to look at the video I posted tonight. I had to look at that one 4 times to get it to actually take. So, hell, I'm a Luddite when it comes to electronics and all that stuff. And I used to work in the electronics industry. I mean, seriously. After I retired from the military, they sent me to school and they said, okay, what do you want to do? So I said, well, I want to be a computer guy. I want to be a computer geek. And I want to be able to help people with their computers. Well, you know what? That's just not me. I tried. I seriously tried, and I suck. I suck big time at being an electronics guy. I suck big time at being a computer guy. I tried. I did my best, and I went through 3.5 years of courses and everything else. I went through university to try and do this. And I actually was successfully quite good at doing that for the network security stuff. But it didn't last long. I just could not keep up with all of the changes. But, and I say but because I mean but Gary, you don't know this, you don't know that. Well, you know what? I don't know this, I don't know that. I can tell you how to do this and that. But technology changes so fast. Technology changes faster than you and I can even count. I mean, it is what it is. So, you know what? I really, truly hope and pray. And I'm going to pray tonight that this video turns out, because there's a lot of information in there. And I'm going to toss out a thank you to Alaska Prepper. Rudy, you did a video a few weeks ago on a generator. And that generator had a specific plug to it. It was a DC plug. My generator has the same thing, and all that plug-in is meant for, because it came with the cables, is to charge a vehicle battery. So I don't know. You might want to check on your video stats on your paperwork or whatever on that video that you did, but it's the same plug. And Rudy, I want to thank you very much, because I've learned a lot from you, as well as the other channels that I've tossed shoutouts to in the last little while. If you guys have not watched Rudy on Alaska Prepper, I strongly suggest you do. He has so much knowledge on world events and stuff. I have no idea whatever the hell goes on in world events. I am not that kind of guy. I try, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't come across right. And I am a knuckle dragger. I've been a knuckle dragger for my whole life. I really seriously have. You know, I joined the Army after the judge said, "You got a choice," and he said, "I think you made the right choice, lad." That's what he told me. And I've been a knuckle dragger ever since, and that's what I am. But throughout my 23 and a half years in the military, I learned a hell of a lot. I mean, I got stuck in some hellholes all through the world. But the point of that is that I learned a hell of a lot, and I can pass that information on to you. I'm not a pinball. I'm not an Alaska prepper. I'm not a prepper nurse one. I'm not any of those guys. I am me. And everything that I've learned, sure, there's some of it that's not worthwhile teaching, but there's a hell of a lot of it that is. And there's a heck of a lot of it that will give anybody that hasn't started into preparing or hasn't started preparedness or prepping or whatever you want to call it. There's a hell of a lot of information there that can help somebody start. And we all need to start. If you haven't started now, you need to start now. I want you to prosper. I want you to thrive. I want you to survive. I want you to be able to live. I want you to be able to protect your family. That is my main goal. That's always been my goal. Keep your family safe. Keep your family fed. And keep your family around you. Whether it's regular family or adopted family or whatever it is. Family is important. And for all of you that are watching me and listening to what I'm saying, I consider you all family. I really and truly do. Now, if you decide that you're going to be Joe Blow asshole, well, I'm sorry, but you're gone. But for the rest of us, I want to pass my knowledge on to you, because if I can't pass it on to you, who in the hell am I going to pass it on to? I think that you folks that are listening to what I'm saying are interested in learning. And it's probably something that you've already learned, but I'm just going to go and rehash it. I'm no expert, but I can pass on the knowledge that I know. And if it can augment something that you already know, then that's a bonus. Then I'm happy, because I've been able to give you a little bit more of what you already know. Anyhow, folks, I'm going to say good night for now. I love you all. I miss you all. I consider you all family. And yes, I consider even the trolls and all of the naysayers family too. Because without them, who are we? Seriously, who are we? Oh, Gary, you're such an asshole. You just say this and that and this and that. Yeah, okay, well, I say this and that and this and that. Well, you know what? If you don't learn from it, somebody else will. Have a good night, guys. Prep Rebel out.